So first of all, we are going to look at the architectural structure.
I'll be teaching you
the first frame here is our AWS
to create an
cloud,
elastic IP,
which is
by default when a server or an EC2
the service that we are using to create the lab, AWS cloud.
The private
then you have to go out
IP
to the landing page
is generated by default.
So this is the architecture, the cloud architecture
IP
that we are going to be using today. So the second is
if we are making it public
the
or
region.
Not. That means converting a private to public. We have to enable
objective is going to
public
be
IP,
carried out,
which we have done in our
Third,
previous
we are going to look
session.
At individual.
So by default, a public server have both a public
and
IP
see this
and
column here that
a
cut
private
across
IP.
The two subnets.
Now we are going to look at another here, which is the elastic
and
IP.
Then the instance.
So we are going to see
on the subnets.
Elastic
so
IP
we are going to look at the routing tables,
public IP,
and the payment gateway,
and make it more
every
static.
Single information here we are going to.
So the essence of
design,
elastic IP,
and I just want you
to
listen and watch.
Give us a permanent public IP.
So first, I'm going to set up
of hibernating or stopping the instance.
So I want to use
the character of the public IP without the elastic IP
in this case.
When the instance is stopped,
create a VPC. So let me go back to the architectural structure so that you can see.
And when we are relaunching
the first thing I'm going to do is this. I have this boundary already, which is the AWS cloud.
So every time we stop
boundary, which is this, okay,
a new IP address is generated.
The second is
so we are going.
The
essence of this is just to see how we have a fixed
geographical location
IP alongside with a fixed private IP
is located,
and this can be achieved by
our
elastic
I'm
IP.
Going to look at the VPC
that will be created on the back of the
create a VPC. You go to either type in VPC here or click on VPC.
So this is just an explanation of what we want to achieve. We are going to use an existing public
create a VPC
server.
I'll be using VPC
so
only.
I'll go to my
particular practice.
AWS
Looking
cloud.
at the name, I'm going to give it a name.
Running. Click on
I love
this is the
VPC
instance that is
I'm going to use this as my name. You can give it any name of your choice. I'll be coming here to choose my
and a running instance. So
my code.
If you observe on the terminated, you can take a careful look. There is no public, no private, because it's terminated. So that is not our focus. We are going to run with the running instance.
The IP
I'm going
address
to change it
for the VPC.
So stop.
I'll come down. So there's nothing else I have to type in. Nothing else.
So we can see it's showing
I'll
stopping.
click on create. Now I've successfully created a VPC.
At this point,
the beauty of every VPC you create comes with
take a careful look.
A default
public ends
routing table
with 99.
So and now we're clicking on default routing table, which is the main
13
routing table.
So it's stopping.
I'll have to tag it here in name. So I'll give it the same name with my VPC. I'll click on save. So I can easily identify this main routing table. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do, which is the next objective, is creating a subnet. So come to subnet. I'm going to create 4 subnets.
So we see
just as we can see, 1, 2, 3, 4
has released,
and they are in 2
private IP
region. You can see 1A, 1B.
Why the public
so I'm going to
IP
create 4 subnets. So I pick on the VPC, which we just created. Coming here,
very simple.
I'll just give them public and private.
Public IP
you give them a name of your choice, but I'm going to give them public and private.
That simply means when we are going to the
I'll come here and choose the first region which I'm
we
using.
keep having a new link
Now,
sent to our customers.
By default, this is
which
the
actually is not good. So, but this time around, we want
the
to have
network,
a fixed
the main network. So
IP
the
address, internet
subnet,
protocol,
which is sub network, will be within
that will not
this range
change
of IP.
even if
So I'll go with it.
the web
172.31.
server is stopped. It remains
Okay.
the same. So what I need to do is simply
0.
run through to
I'll go with 16
our elastic IP.
slash now the
So I'm trying
range.
to make the public
Instead of
static.
using 16, I'll use
Come
something
to
smaller, which is 20.
allocate.
It looks smaller simply mean is
So this give me
the higher the
region,
number,
so you can
the
see
smaller
all the available zone
the range,
underneath the region.
okay, of data.
So you leave it by
So
default,
this is
the way
the
it is.
CIDR,
So there's nothing else here than to click on allocate.
non-class
At this
classless
point, we have allocated.
inter
Okay.
classless
So the next thing we need to do is
domain
associate.
routing. Okay,
It's pretty
normal.
much
So
simple
I'll
and
be using
straightforward.
20
So
ultra.
associate
So I have
this
to go down.
elastic
I'll
IP
click
address. So
on
click on
add.
it. Come down. I
Okay,
select the instance,
let me make
the
this
one that is running. The private
private.
network, the one that is on
Here
the particular
I'll choose
instance.
on the same.
So I leave
I'll come
everything as
down.
default. I
The
click
same
on
172.
associate.
31.0 point.
So
I cannot
now
use
we
16
can see
again.
the public
I'll be
IP
using
has been
32.
created.
It's a multiple of
Let's say
16.
created for the
32
instance. So
slash
this is
20.
it.
So
So what I need
I'll
to
have
do
to go
is
down,
go back to my
click
instance,
another.
refresh, and we can see
The same thing. I'll make this one public.
this is the public IP that we created.
Select B.
You can see
Okay. The
1119.
second availability
So
zone.
go back to the elastic
I'll
IP.
come here.
And just let's see
72.31.
So that simply means I've
0.
made the public
point.
IP static.
Here
It
I
will
can
not
use the next one,
change
which
even
is
if I have to
64.
stop.
So I'll go down 64
One,
slash 20.
9,
Means
like the last three
I'll go to the
digits.
last
So
one, which
I'm
is
stopping my
add
instance.
another. I'll put private here. It's the same.
So it stops. So
172.
let me refresh.
That's 31.0 dot
It comes out.
80.
It is not released. It remains
it's a
the same.
multiple.
So I'm going to start my instance again.
And then
The last one it was released.
at this point,
So
I have,
starting
I'll
it, it
click
created
on
a new.
create.
But this time around, it remains the same.
Oh.
It's not released.
So
Just like
this
the
is
private.
perfect. Let's see what has happened. Let's see. There is overlap. 32.
So perfect. You can see the essence of the elastic IP is to make the public IP static, not released when the instance
IP address, you have to
or
be
the
very,
server
very conscious and
stopped.
careful that the range
So thank
does
you
not
for
overlap
this,
each
joining the
other.
session. We looked at
So
the
you have to reconfirm
private,
the IP
we look at the
address.
public, and we look at the elastic.
All I have to do is to reconfirm
Join me
the
in my next
CIDR
training.
just to be very sure
And
they don't overlap each
give
other.
the session a thumbs up
So I click on create
if you are
subnet,
happy.
and this is the outcome.
Thank
I've
you so much.
successfully created the
Thank you so much.
1,
And do have
2,
a great
3,
day
4.
ahead.